I should probably get a bigger desk soon because I'm running out of space to put stuff. Anyways, welcome back to yet another video, and today we're going to be looking at yet another McFarland figure. And since I pretty much started, I was like, what the hell, might as well. So, I have pretty much almost the entire Justice League figures except for Aquaman, so expect some reviews coming out. But here we have the first figure, and it is Superman. He's already out of the packaging. I have him to the side right now, but of course you pretty much just look at the packaging. It's pretty much standard stuff, nothing too interesting. You got the DC Multiverse, Justice League right there. Um, you got the big old Superman and the Justice League logo, and a nice looking picture of him all together, which it is on the character card, which is pretty nice. There's also all these figures, and I have noticed that the Wonder Woman is not even in this set because she doesn't have her own figure. She does have a figure for the Wonder Woman, which is probably why they didn't add the figure, which is probably, it makes sense, because like if you make a figure for like another movie and it's basically the exact same figure in this movie, then why make two figures of the exact same? Anyways, whatever. But spoiler alert, that figure fucking sucks. But without further ado, we pretty much looked at the entire packaging. So, we're going to put the box down and we're going to take a look at Superman himself, and absolutely awesome. He's probably like I don't know, I was not expecting to really like the figure. I don't know why, I just didn't really have high expectations for the figure, but I honestly really do like the figure. He does come with some accessories, but first we're going to look at the detailing on him first before we get into all that. And I absolutely love the figure. The face, honestly, is probably a really good. They pretty much do nail it with their faces most of the time. There's just sometimes where it doesn't really look completely like them. But honestly, with the Suicide Squad characters, with the Batman, Joker was a little but pretty much everybody else that I've seen have had some pretty nice faces, and he is no exception. Is that how you say it? Yeah, that's probably right. But looking at him, you absolutely see all that beautiful detail. He absolutely looks very nice looking. Pretty much looks exactly like Superman in the movie. Maybe a little bit different, but I honestly do think it is. The eyes are very nicely done, along with the eyebrows, mouth, nose, super nice. A lot of work did go into these figures. I absolutely love it. And I'm so happy they actually decided to make Justice League figures for the movie. That just makes me happy because that was such a good movie, and just it was just so good. I absolutely love that movie. I've probably said it time and time again. I absolutely love that movie. It was so much better than the other one. But honestly, I'm not going to rant about that because this is not a movie review. It's a toy review. This is probably like my favorite part. I absolutely love the black and like the silver and like the like combined together. It just looks so good together, and I absolutely love this chest. This is such a nice with the Superman emblem on it. Looks super nice. I love all the detailing, all the texture. It looks amazing. I absolutely love it. Um, but yeah, this is probably like the probably my favorite part of the figure right there. Just this part, because it just looks so good. I think there is another version of him. I'm not sure if it's from the Justice League line, but there's like a regular version, I believe, and I don't really think I'm gonna get that one because this one's good enough. I absolutely love this one. I'm not sure what suit. I'm not sure what the suit is called. I'll probably leave it on the screen of what it's called, but it's pretty much just to kind of help him heal. I believe it's more like a regeneration suit. Um, but yeah, I absolutely love it. But there are some kind of like painting, not painting flaws, but like more painting yeah, they're painting flaws, but as you can see, there are like little lines here on like the side of him, and I feel like those should have been painted silver as well, because from what I'm seeing on the packaging and what's on your screen right now, they do look silver, and there's also some silver on the hands as well. If you can see right there, you can see like little stripes there. That looks like it's supposed to be silver as well. There's supposed to be all these little silver highlights there, and there's not really a lot on the figure itself. There's just the crest, and then there's a little on the belt. But other than that, it's pretty much all black. So that kind of sucks, but it's really no problem. You can just easily paint over that. And as you can see, the boots, completely black. And it would be nice just to have a little bit of silver. But again, not too much of an issue since I really do like painting the figure. There's also some detailing on the legs, which I'm pretty sure are supposed to be silver as well. But other than that, the figure does look super nice. I absolutely love it. I love the amount of detailing. Just a lack of paint is kind of an eh. The cape is very nice. It's just basically a rubber cape, nothing too special. I do wish that figures did kind of like have like a cloth cape in a way. I mean, I'm fine with this, but it'd be cool to have like a cloth cape with like wiring in it so you can actually pose it with the figure. But you can easily do that. I've seen a lot of people do that on like making customs. They pretty much just cut the cape off and just make their own cape, which looks absolutely awesome, but I'm pretty sure it takes a lot of work to do, and I don't really feel like doing that. But pretty much in the back, you can see a lot more detailing that is not painted silver, but again, easily just go over that with some paint. You also get a nice Superman ass right there, which is nice, I guess. But it's pretty good. I absolutely love the detailing on the figure. For posability, there's not... it's pretty much standard stuff. You can look up, down, pretty much up about that far from... That's pretty much as far as I can get him. Focus on him, not the past characters. And then you can look down that far. Pretty much go side to side. It is a very tight joint at the neck, but that's no problem. He also does have some arm movement, and it can move about 360. And then the other arm can't really go all the way, but it can turn or bend. He does have a double bend at the elbow. There's one here and one right here, which does that. And then the other one does that. He also does have some wrist posability, which is also very nice. Some up, down, and some rotation all the way around. Does look super, super nice. Pun intended. And for the waist, he pretty much has a ab crunch, which doesn't go too far down, but that's pretty much as far as you can get it, which is decent. And then you can go about that far back, so it's pretty nice. He also does have some rotation at the chest and at the waist as well. You can get him to a very, I don't know, kind of a flexible or something, I don't know. But he does have a nice spread. Not too bad, but it's pretty decent. He cannot go back all the way since he has that Superman butt, that Man of Steel, that I don't even know. But he can go pretty forward pretty far, which is pretty nice. And also he does have a double bend at the knee, which gives it a very nice bend. He also does have some up and down at the foot. And in packaging, this foot was kind of like this, but which kind of worried me because I wasn't sure if like the foot was going to be super loose, and it is loose. It's more loose than the other foot, which is this one. But honestly, it's not as bad as I was thinking it was, but that's not too bad. But he does have some up and down, some rotation, and a toe bend. No pivot. Oh, look at that. I'm pretty sure that's a fake pivot. Yeah, that's kind of like the fake pivot I always talk about, which is pretty much just kind of twisting the ball joint to make it go like that. But that's not too bad. That's actually pretty good. I really do like the posability on these figures. I think the only thing they're all lacking is pretty much just a pivot, because that pretty much makes them have a nice spread. Like when you're doing this kind of pose with his legs like this, you want to make sure that the foot and this foot are planted on the ground so it looks more natural, because if you do not have that, then it kind of just, I don't know, hovers, I guess. I don't know. But I'm pretty sure you all know what that is. So it's pretty good. Pretty good. So that is it with the figure pretty much, but he does have another accessory, which is a stand. Now, it's not one of these stands, it's one of these stands, which is actually kind of cool. Now, the stand is pretty much standard stuff. It's pretty much just a transparent stand that is a bit bigger than the regular one, but it does look nice. It does have a peg that does peg into his foot, like with all figures. And I do have some trouble sometimes, but I got used to it, and it pretty much works. It does work pretty nicely. You just gotta find the hole and plug her on in. And he has his own stand, which is pretty cool, and it's different than everybody else's. But he does have another feature with this stand, which is why it's a bit bigger, I guess. And it comes with this little hook piece, which does have a ratchet up and down, and a little hinge joint here. So that's pretty nice. It's very, very, very good. You can't really get it into too many crazy poses, but I think it does the job good. And you pretty much plug that into the stand, and you take Superman here and plug him right into it, just pretty much through the waist, and now you got him into basically a flying pose. And with all the posability, it does look super, super nice. I absolutely love it, and it pretty much holds pretty well. There's not really too much interference. It does have a pretty nice grip on him. It does wiggle, but that's not too bad. And it's not even that bad. It's actually really good. Yeah, that's not bad. It doesn't plug into anything. It just pretty much just hooks onto his back. And that's pretty much what it does. And it holds very nicely. And I absolutely like it. I really do like it a lot. The joint does seem really nice to go up and down with. So you can pretty much get them like this, which is super cool. I really, really do like that. But since it's kind of like a ratchet, I think it's going to last a lot longer. So I think that's a good choice. And I absolutely love this feature. Such a cool and, in a way, unnecessary addition, but I mean, it's Superman. He definitely needs to fly, and like, I think this is a perfect way to kind of like spice up the display. If you have like all the characters lined up, have him in the back kind of flying, I think that looks super, super nice. And with the amount of posability and this stand, it looks so good. I actually really, really do like this a lot. Super, super nice, as long as you get them to stand properly, but that looks so cool. I absolutely love that. And I usually don't show the card, but since I have it out, here's the card right here, pretty much the exact same image that is on the back, and he does have some kind of profiling on what he is, or what he does and stuff, in case you don't know. But yeah, I think this is a very solid figure, a very, very promising introduction to the collection of the Justice League figures. Absolutely love that. And I do have the rest of the figures, so I'll be looking at those shortly, but they absolutely look awesome. Usually they knock it out of the park with their figures. So, so cool. And I mean, I've said this like many, many times already, just in this segment, but I pretty much have every single figure. I have everybody except Aquaman, and I did get a character, which I will be reviewing soon, but I caved in. But anyways, that is going to be all for this video. Hopefully you guys did enjoy, and stay tuned for probably the Cyborg next, or maybe another random video that will pop up. And I'll see you guys in whenever that comes out, and yeah, have a good one.